Are you an aspiring voice actor who wants to get an agent so you can book more roles like in animation and video games? Well, I'm a professional voice actor who's one of the top agents in Los Angeles, and I'm going to be breaking down in this video how I was able to get that, and hopefully how this can help you on your career as well. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Daniel Sean Smith. I've worked for animation, video games. Sorry for swinging by without an invite. And I help the aspiring voice actor to do the same. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I want to say is that you don't necessarily need an agent right now. If you're just starting out in your career, maybe you're in 1 or 2 years, or maybe even less than that, you don't necessarily need an agent at the moment. I do recommend getting one eventually, but right now I would focus on any kind of websites that you have access to, right? There's Fiverr, there's Upwork, there's Voices.com, Voice123. There's a lot of high-paying jobs on these platforms. So what I would recommend is if you're still early in your career, is just book as much jobs as possible on these websites. If you have any questions on that, let me know in the comments, but I highly recommend just getting enough work under your belt on these projects to begin with, because what that's going to do is it's going to get you ready for the bigger jobs when you do get an agent. If you're interested in becoming a voice actor, I can help you out. Come on, you can't just leave me hanging like this. Hey, give that back! Birthday cake? Check. Mordog the Eternal? Your ass is mine! So if you need help on how to get started or some coaching, go to the link in the description. So once you have enough jobs under your belt, I would recommend getting a demo if you don't have one already. Now, I highly recommend a commercial demo and animation or video game demo. You can, now this is kind of, I don't want to say controversial, but it's kind of split where people say you should have an animation demo and a video game demo, not just a character demo. Now, I don't think it makes a big difference. Definitely have a commercial demo where you're doing like, you know, any kind of McDonald's spot, fast food, you know, any kind of whatever fits your voice print. Get a commercial demo and also get a character demo. So character demo is basically you portraying characters that you are best fit for. Like if you have a young sounding voice like me, go for the younger characters. Don't try to play something that's not in your range, especially for a demo that you're paying for. If you're not sure where to get demos, I would do a Google search. Basically, look for demo producers. There's tons everywhere. I believe there's some on Upwork, Fiverr. But just hire a demo producer, because what the demo producer is going to do is they're going to make your voice acting work sound professional when you're presenting it to agents. So for example, if you have a character demo where you're doing all these different types of characters, they're going to add music and sound effects. Not saying that's a big factor in you getting on an agent's roster, but it is going to make it sound professional to where you sound just as good as the clients that they have on their roster already. Because a lot of the people, the voice actors on their roster, have professional demos for the most part. Maybe a few don't, but maybe they got connected in somehow, I'm not sure. But for the most part, a lot of these actors already have professional demos. So if you're going to be able to compete with that, I highly recommend getting a demo. Once you have your demos, once you have all this work under your belt, now it's time to find which agents to reach out to. Now, there are a few ways you can do this. ChatGPT is a good way you can do this. Just type in whatever area you're in, or if you want to go remotely to other agents. A lot of that is actually okay. For example, if I'm in Los Angeles and I try to get an agent out in you know, New York or Texas, for voiceover, it's not unheard of. It's definitely more common than it used to be. The thing with that is, though, if you're getting an agent in a different region and they want you in studio, you got to be ready to fly out to New York or wherever it is to go in that studio to record for that job. But auditioning is, for the most part, remotely, so you can just audition from home. So, but basically, yes, go on ChatGPT, look which agents are best suited for you, kind of, you know, where you're at in your career. If you're early in your career, I wouldn't reach out to the top LA agencies as of yet. But yeah, just kind of get a list of which agents you can reach out to. ChatGPT is one way. A Google search is another way. There's a website, some voice website where you can kind of see agents' emails as well. So just kind of do a Google search and go on ChatGPT and just see which agents are best suited for you. And once you have that list, I would highly recommend not bragging about yourself, but showing that you have a lot of work under your belt, right? You're not new to this. You're not a new voice actor that's green, that's not knowing what to do. You may be right now, but that's not a bad thing. That just means you got to put the reps in, right? Because once you put the reps in, you have work under your belt, you have your professional demos. Agents aren't looking for people that don't have that. If you have that, you're already in a good spot, right? Have a good resume. And when you are sending them an email or some kind of submission form, let them know who you are. Let them know what you did. Like, hey, just so you know, I just booked this job for HP. And I'll give you an example. For me, when I got one of my voice acting agents, I was very direct, right? I was straight to the point. I wasn't like, hey, how are you? I hope your day's going well. Agents get tons of emails, right? They're not necessarily, it's not that they're rude, but they probably won't even read the whole thing if you start out like that, right? Just be very direct. My name is so-and-so. Just a little bit about me. I just booked, like I said, let them know what you did. I just booked a job for Nintendo. I just booked a job for Pokemon, which I did. And it's not to brag, but it's to show you, when you book a good amount of work, let them know from the very beginning so they know you're a bookable actor, because this is a business. They don't want to hire someone they don't know if they're going to book or not, right? So yeah, just show them what you did, or let them know what you did, and then, hey, here's my resume, here's a couple of demos. I think would be a great fit. Feel free to reach me anytime you're available, so I'd love to discuss further with you on how we can collaborate together. Just make it straight, direct, to the point. It doesn't have to be like 3 paragraphs on your voice acting career or your journey or whatever, right? So that's what I would recommend. Send those emails out and reach out to as many agents as you can, right? Don't just reach out to a few. Reach out, just widen your options, right? And another thing I recommend, if you want to take this route, this is kind of a bonus step, is IMDb. If you're not sure what that is, it's an acting platform where it shows all the actors and their credits. It shows their contact information. It shows who their reps are, their agents, their managers. If you can go on IMDb and see which managers, look at actors on shows that you like, right? If there's an anime show or animation show, and you see an actor, and you can see, go on their IMDb page, and you can see who their agent is or their manager, and you can kind of get their emails from there. And getting a manager is also another way you can get an agent, because managers can connect you to agents. So another thing you can do is just email managers. Do the same thing like I said earlier about an agent. Let the manager know, hey, I got this amount of work. Would you be interested in collaborating together? If they say yes, great, because managers are different from agents. Managers are basically managing your career. They're going to be more involved in your career. They're going to tell you, which classes to take. They're going to be more involved in your career than an agent is. But the managers have a lot of connections. So if you're having a hard time getting an agent, maybe you can get a manager and they can connect you with said agent. So that's another way you can do that, to find an agent. But like I said, just trust the process, do the work, keep putting in those reps, keep getting a lot of work under your belt, and don't take it personally if you're not getting an agent yet. When I first started, and I was a couple years in, and I was reaching out to all these agents, nobody replied. And I really had to self-analyze myself. It's like, okay, well, my work isn't that good yet. I was good, but I wasn't that good. I knew I could get better. And if that happens to you, don't get discouraged. Just get better. Like, it doesn't mean all is lost, right? It just means get back in the booth, right? Keep working on scripts, keep auditioning, keep booking jobs, and then eventually you'll get better and better and better, and then you can reach out to those agents again, right? So it's a long game. This is not a short game. I know it can feel like you're not in a rush, but you want things to happen, right? You don't want things to elongate and just keep, just delaying. It almost feels like it's delaying almost, but it's really not, because when you're taking action, the days you're taking action, that's you going forward. That's forward momentum, right? So don't take it personally. Just keep at it. Just get back in the booth, keep getting jobs, and just reach out to those agents again, and just keep doing it over and over and over again. Not every single day reaching out to the agents, but you know, every few months or every year or something as you get better in your career. So that's what I recommend on how to get an agent. I hope this video helped you guys out. If not, let me know in the comments what you think I should have said, or if you had any questions on it. I want to know. I want to hear from you guys. I'm here to support you guys and help everyone get better, as well as myself. So let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.